1. Which principle of adult learning emphasizes the learner's ability to direct their own learning experiences? A. Scaffolding. E. Self-directedness. C. Cognitive dissonance. D. Memorization. 2. When developing a curriculum for NFPT candidates, which element is most critical to ensure transfer of learning to real-world training sessions? A. Including rote memorization exercises. B. Designing authentic practice scenarios. C. Prioritizing abstract theoretical models. D. Minimizing interactive activities. 3. Which of the following evaluation methods best measures a trainer's ability to adapt exercise programs to diverse clients? A. Multiple choice testing. B. Oral examinations. C. Performance-based assessments. D. Written reflective essays. Or, in mentoring new trainers, which communication approach best supports confidence building? A. Direct criticism in public. B. Collaborative feedback with goal setting. C. Withholding feedback until evaluations are complete. D. Passive observation without comment. 5. What is the most appropriate first step when identifying training needs for NFPT candidates? A. Conducting a needs analysis. B. Administering a final exam. C. Scheduling ongoing assessments. D. Implementing a standardized workout. 6. A trainer designs a workshop with increasing complexity to build skills. This reflects which adult learning principle? A. Spiral learning. B. Immediate reinforcement. C. Chunking. D. Experiential hierarchy. 7. Which method encourages NFPT candidates to reflect on their coaching style? A. Case study analysis. B. Time drills. C. Multiple choice exams. D. Closed book testing. 8. What type of feedback is most effective for adult learners in professional training? A. Delayed and generalized. B. Immediate and specific. C. Abstract and symbolic. D. Minimal and infrequent. 9. In evaluating NFPT certification performance, formative assessments are best used to: A. Determine pass-fail status. B. Provide real-time learning adjustments. C. Replace the summative exam. D. Remove the need for mentoring. 10. Which curriculum element ensures NFPT trainees can apply exercise science knowledge in practice? A. Reading-heavy assignments. B. Simulation-based activities. C. Short answer quizzes. D. Lecture-only delivery. 11. A trainer uses role-play scenarios to test communication with clients. This represents what type of evaluation method? A. Cognitive recall testing. B. Behavioral assessment. C. Diagnostic testing. D. Objective structured interview. 12. When mentoring, which technique best promotes critical thinking? A. Providing ready-made solutions. B. Asking probing, open-ended questions. C. Limiting discussion to textbook answers. D. Correcting only factual mistakes. 13. What principle explains why adult learners prefer content that relates directly to their professional roles? A. Relevance to experience. B. Extrinsic motivation. C. Peer influence. D. Sequential learning. 14. Which instructional strategy supports multiple learning styles among NFPT candidates? A. Uniform lecture format. B. Mixed methods including visuals, discussion, and practice. C. Limiting training to written manuals. D. Exclusive focus on peer discussion. 15. Which type of assessment is most valid for evaluating client program design skills? A. Case project submissions. E. Multiple choice tests. C. Vocabulary drills. E. Memory recall quizzes. 16. In adult learning, the concept of readiness refers to dot. A. A learner's ability to memorize. E. Willingness to engage when content is applicable. C. Passive participation in sessions. D. External testing pressure. 17. Which mentoring practice enhances professional accountability? A. Ignoring mistakes to preserve confidence. B. Setting measurable performance goals. C. Avoiding constructive feedback. D. Limiting discussion of weaknesses. 18. A trainer designs a session using problem-based learning. What is the primary outcome? A. Passive information retention. B. Enhanced problem-solving skills. C. Increased memorization. D. Reduced learner engagement. 19. Which communication strategy ensures clarity when explaining exercise safety protocols? A. Using jargon without clarification. B. Combining verbal explanation with demonstration. C. Delivering instructions quickly. D. Repeating commands without context. 20. In curriculum development, alignment refers to A. Matching learning objectives, activities, and assessments. B. Using identical content for all groups. C. Standardizing lesson length. D. Minimizing evaluation methods. 21. Which assessment tool best measures NFPT candidates' ability to motivate clients? A. Peer-reviewed written assignments. B. Role play with feedback. C. Timed theoretical quizzes. D. Closed book multiple choice test. 22. An NFPT mentor encourages candidates to analyze case studies. This develops A. Critical thinking and application. B. Passive note-taking. C. Memorization of key terms. D. Reduced problem-solving ability. 23. Which factor most influences adult learner engagement in professional training? A. Content relevance. B. Mandatory attendance. C. Exam difficulty. D. Peer competition. 24. Which evaluation method reduces bias and increases fairness? A. Standardized rubrics. B. Unstructured interviews. C. Personal observation only. D. Informal discussion groups. 25. In mentoring, constructive feedback should always be A. Negative to highlight weaknesses. B. Specific, timely, and balanced. C. General and delayed. Avoided to maintain morale. 26. Which element ensures NFPT curriculum supports lifelong learning? A. Reflection exercises. B. Memorization-only tests. C. Repetitive drills. D. Strict lecture delivery. 27. Which communication approach fosters inclusivity in NFPT training? A. Active listening and acknowledging diverse views. B. Speaking quickly to cover material. C. Ignoring questions to maintain pace. D. Using only technical terminology. 28. Why is regulatory compliance critical in NFPT training? A. To satisfy test takers' curiosity. B. To ensure legal and safety standards are upheld. C. To minimize lecture time. D. To reduce mentoring responsibilities. 29. A mentor uses Socratic questioning. This encourages A. Passive absorption. B. Reflective and critical analysis. C. Silence and compliance. D. Memorization drills. 30. Which principle of curriculum development prioritizes practical application? A. Experiential learning. E. Uniform lecture delivery. C. Abstract theoretical focus. D. Minimal learner interaction. 31. What is the most effective way to assess communication skills? A. Peer evaluations and simulations. B. Standardized multiple choice exams. C. Written recall tests. D. Memorization of definitions. 32. Which feedback style motivates NFPT trainees to improve performance? A. Specific positive reinforcement and improvement tips. B. Non-specific general comments. C. Punitive criticism. D. Withholding information. 33. Which evaluation technique identifies areas for program improvement? A. Summative assessment. B. Formative assessment. C. Standardized testing. D. Final project grading. 34. Why is peer collaboration beneficial in NFPT training? A. Encourages teamwork and knowledge sharing. B. Reduces trainer accountability. C. Minimizes reflection opportunities. B. Limits active participation. 35. Which communication tool ensures instructions are accessible to diverse learners? A. Visual aids and demonstrations. B. Sole reliance on technical language. C. Restricting feedback. E. Fast-paced delivery